right, hello, 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 hi. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause. There we go. Thank you. People will trickle in, I know, I hope. I would like to apologize to everyone for not being here last show. I assume the rumor went around that Pat Logan would be in charge of this from now on, which is why we have another round numbers tonight. Okay, I was mean to Pat. I didn't even get a laugh off being mean to Pat. That's normally a layup. Yeah, what a time. Just some housekeeping real quick at the beginning. I don't know if you guys saw it downstairs. There's a new sign on the bathroom door downstairs that says one at a time. So the bigger downstairs bathroom is now restricted to one user. If you need to do degenerate multi-person sex or drugs, please use this upstairs bathroom, which has been designated for such purposes. And feel free to walk directly in front of the performer. Don't even wait for sets to change or anything. All right. It's election day, right? It's election day. No one cares. I agree. Democracy, overrated. Who cares? I'd like everyone here to know I'm not a racist. I voted for the black lady. Turns out I put too much faith in Virginia, though. What should I expect from the capital of the Confederacy? She lost. Guess this state just isn't as progressive as I am. I am hoping, before I started, I checked, there's no result yet, the Attorney General race. I'm hoping Jay Jones wins. I've invested a lot of time in Jay Jones winning. I've been stalking my enemy's children for weeks, figuring out their daily schedule. And I'm ready to take action if he gets into office. He wanted his opponent's children to die. In fact, he wanted them to die in their mother's arms, which was even, and no one ran with that. They were like, he wanted to kill his opponent. And it's like, no, it gets worse. You should lean on the worst part if you're running against a guy. And the craziest part is what set him off was the dude gave a nice eulogy for a Democrat. And he's like, fuck him, I want his children to be murdered in front of their mother. Like, all right, that's cool. I'm glad you're in charge of all prosecutions now. That's gonna be dope, guys. That's all right, I live in the suburbs. The police are my neighbors. They're not my enemy, for now. Yesterday was a big day for me and my wife. We went and had the anatomy scan. I'm having a little girl, if people don't know. We went and did a big anatomy scan. Thank you, this is my third one, since none of you except Moo have children. And James, I assume you probably took some people's children in the 70s. The big anatomy scan, you go in there and they do, it's an ultrasound, but they do, it's like 2 hours long, and they check for every body part. Make sure they have all the toes, they have all the fingers, they've got all the different parts of the heart, they check the blood flow. It's a lot that goes on. It's my first time doing it with a little girl, and they just read everything off to you as they're scanning, and right near the beginning, they're like, oh, and you can see right there, that's a girl you have. And then for 2 hours with this wand, they just kept pushing that thing back up on the big screen. And I was like, hey, come on, guys. Come on, it's my daughter here. What are we doing? Get my daughter's clam off the TV, guys. She's not even born yet. Let her have a little decency. I didn't say anything, though. I was respectful. Also, I was outnumbered. I was the only man in the room. So it felt weird. Although at the end, the technician goes like, actually, I don't know if we got this part. Let me just do a real quick ovary check. Let me check the ovaries real quick. And I said, hey, come on, she's not even out yet. And it turns out it was my wife's ovaries, and they were depleted. We're both old. All right. Well, no one laughed, and my wife's not going to like that when she watches this. My wife and I live a stuck porn lifestyle. We live a stuck porn lifestyle. James, do you know stuck porn? You do? A little bit? All right. I really like to dig into what knowing 30% of stuck porn means, but we'll just move on. Stuck porn, I'm going to assume that someone here doesn't know. Stuck porn is a genre of pornography where a woman gets stuck in something, like a laundry machine or under a bed or out of a window, and then of course she becomes free use. You get to fuck her, which is porn rules, you know? That's the sort of life my wife and I live, because we're Catholic, and I tell her she's stuck in this marriage. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Thank you. Thank you. I was thinking about B-2 bombers the other day. I keep seeing B-2 bombers. Maybe it's because I'm a little boy. Actually, you know what? It's because I'm a little boy. I spent all day on YouTube just looking at cool trucks and planes. The B-2 bomber is that big black one that's shaped like a V, right? It's the stealth bomber. Yes, it is. Don't shake your head at me. I watch a lot of YouTube, Ben Pierce. And we don't have that many of them, which means we don't have that many flight crews that are trained to deal with them, which makes me think, like, what a weird life for the pilot of a B-2 stealth bomber. Like 3 months ago, you wake up, you go into base, and they're like, here's your mission. You are going to fly undercover into Iran to bomb their nuclear refinement facility. No one will ever know your name. No one can know you did this mission. But if you succeed, you'll have taken out their nuclear program and possibly saved the world from nuclear holocaust for 100 years. Fuck yeah. That's a great day to be a pilot, right? You're like, yes, I'm fucking changing the world. And then a month after that, they're like, Putin is coming to Alaska to meet with the president. And you're going to fly overhead as soon as he gets out of his plane just to remind him that we could blow that commie dickhead up at any point in time. Like, fuck, yes, I love this country. And I get benefits. This is awesome. And then last weekend, they're like, hey, got another mission for you. And you're like, fuck yeah. What are we doing, North Korea? We're going to go blow up some Venezuelan drug boats? It's like, no. The Dolphins have a 1-7 record. And you're going to fly over before the game and maybe get everyone excited. Fuck yeah. Yeah, woo! And then they lost. All right, I'll move on. I don't know if you guys saw it. Amazon has bought all the James Bond movies, so now if you have Prime, you could stream all the James Bond movies. That's pretty cool, right? They've done a weird thing. They've edited all the guns out of the movie posters. So you go scrolling through them, it's just James Bond without guns, which is weird. But I was looking into it. They said they did it because they want to get rid of, like, hey, people are just on Amazon. They shouldn't be exposed. They're just browsing for movies. They shouldn't be exposed to, like, gun violence. This should be triggering, right? You know, who wants to be reminded of gun violence when you're scrolling through A Man with a Golden Gun, From a View to a Kill, License to Kill, Die Another Day, Live and Let Die. You don't want to think about gun violence when you're watching one of those movies. And then if you pick one of the 34 movies, it starts off with the iconic title card where in the first 30 seconds of the movie, the protagonist shoots you in the face. But you won't be reminded of gun violence when you're picking the movie out, and that's what matters, guys. All right, I told that joke before and it went way better. I'll finish with this. Sad news. Actually, it's real sad news. There's 2 major deaths in the news. Dick Cheney died. I know, in Richmond. That must be a real dark day, huh? Dick Cheney died, and the black lady didn't get elected. What a great day for Richmond, Virginia. Yes, Kevin. But the other big news, the one that I think everyone in this room will care about, Dwayne Roberts died. You guys know who Dwayne Roberts is? He's the inventor of the frozen microwave burrito. He just died at 88 years of age. His family says he was cremated. He was actually cremated 3 times. The first 2 times, they thought he was done, and they stuck a knife in him. He was very cold in the center. And then the 3rd time, they checked him, and a molten core of cheese is now boring its way to hell. But not Dwayne. Dwayne's flying with the angels, everybody. All right, are we ready to start the show? All right, we're gonna get this thing started with your very first comedian tonight. He's always our starting player. He's our star player. He's the reason everyone comes into the stadium. So everybody, put your hands together for Ben Pierce. Yeah. Your next comic's mom was a dog when she was younger. She's still a dog now. But your next comic loves dogs. His best friend's Jack Parker. What else do I have to say? Put your hands together for the magnificent Will Minor.
Keep it going for Jacob. He wants to have sex with my mother. If he lived in China, he would also eat my mother, apparently. Keep it going for Jacob, everybody. Oh my goodness, I almost fell. I will sue. I've got the money. Oh my gosh. And keep it going for Ben, everybody. Keep it going for Ben. Richmond's sleepiest cat burglar, come on! You look like you're gonna tiptoe very quietly into a house and then take a nap. I'm just kidding, Ben. I don't mean to poke fun at you. I was thinking about this. You and me together, we'd make like really good, like high school bullies in like a Power Ranger series. Thank you, Craig. You understand why that's funny. We'd be like, oh, the Power Rangers, we're gonna fuck with you, but the bull joke is like, they could kill us. You never watch Power Rangers, that's okay. Oh my goodness, there was an election today, everybody. There was an election today. Clap it up, we have an election, we have an election. Who do we vote for? Do we vote for the spam burger? Who ordered the spam burger? No pickles. I got a spam burger, no pickles. Got a spam burger, no pickles. Hold the onions. Okay, we got a spam burger for you. Who voted for what's the other? It's Sears Roebuck Winsock. What's her name? Sears Roebuck Winsock. I think that's her name. What's her name? Winseam. Thank you, James. Oh my goodness, Winseam. Is it too late to throw my name in the hat? Is it too late to throw my name in for the? Is it too late? You're all shaking your heads. Wow, you have so little faith in our democracy, people. Come on. This is America. Anyone can do anything. I don't think it's too late. I still want to run for whatever. What was the election for? Governor. Okay, governor. All right, I'm running for governor of what? What was the governor of? Virginia. Nice. That's got virgin in it. Can't wait to be head of that place. Next, you're going to tell me there's this place called a District of Columbia. Wherever that place is. You know what? I think I'm gonna. You know, I think you all would want. I'm gonna be a single party issue person. You know, I just thought I'm gonna run on one issue. I'm gonna unban the porn. Why are you not all cheering? What the hell is wrong with the American people? What happened to the fire in your asses? What happened to this country? What happened after Germany bombed Pearl Harbor? We used to have vinegar in our bloods. I would unban the porn. Do you all want to keep it banned? Is this a Mormon crowd? I know, this is a very Christian show. Thank you, Ben. This is a very Christian show. That's what set us all up, having sex with passed out people. Very Christian show. Schuyler, you were late. It was funny then. I'm glad I could pull you off of that phone, though. Come on, little guy. I know, folks. Social media, it's bringing us all closer together. That's why everybody's looking at their phone in the back. I know, I'm not a lot. I'm very insecure. I'm a very insecure person. I'm terribly insecure. I'm a very insecure person. I wouldn't make a good governor of whatever this is. I'm very insecure. I have this trick, though. I like to use this thing. If ever I'm feeling like very insecure, I like to pretend anybody that's shorter than me, they're younger than me. So I like to pretend anybody that's shorter than me, they're younger than me. Helps calm me down. Helps me compartmentalize things. So if you all don't think I'm funny and you want to say mean things to me after the show, all I'm going to hear is, goo goo gaga, I'm a poopy little baby. I don't know, I just don't feel like I don't really like how I look right now. I don't really like my look. I don't know, I used to, like most of you know, I used to look like a retired porn star. But I used to look like a Republican porn star. That makes more sense. But I used to have hair down past my shoulders. I don't really like my short hair right now. I feel like the Beatle that didn't make the cut for the Let It Be album cover. That's a deep cut. Thank you, James. You understand. I think you maybe get what I'm talking about.
Pete Best.
Pete Best. More like Pete Worst. All right, again, funny for just James. Oh my goodness, I don't really like how I look right now. I'm very insecure. I'm also Eagle Scout. I'm going to segue to this one. I have new bits for this. I'm an Eagle Scout. Anybody in the Boy Scouts there? I don't know if you've ever done this. Oh yeah, I always get that from Danny. Hell yeah, the few, the proud, the molested. Right on. That always makes Silver chuckle. Thank you. The few, the proud, the molested. Oh my goodness. I know. I got the I can keep a secret bearer badge. I got the don't tell your dad badge. Yeah, it's actually, no joke, guys. I also played the trumpet. I'm a trumpet player, so when I was in the Boy Scouts, I was the bugler. That got Mew's attention. Hell yeah, dude, I was the bugler. I know, my scoutmaster was like, get this kid something else to blow. Come on. Thank you for joining us. You're just in time for the molestation jokes. Always know how to please a crowd. Oh my goodness. I know. I'm just kidding. They didn't molest me, okay? My butt was too big. And the crowd goes mild. Come on, folks. If I may quote our president, please clap. Okay, some of you maybe get that reference. Some of you don't get that reference. That's okay. What else do I want? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He was just at the rally with all the goddamn generals.
No, I have that video on my phone. It was Jeb Bush.
Well, I'm so glad it's worth interrupting my terrible joke to talk about everyone's favorite Bush brother. The one that what the mom say? She was like, he's my least favorite. Oh, that's my parents talking about me. Oh goodness, what else do I want to try out this evening? I want to try out. Oh yeah, I did the new bugler stuff. That was fun. Fuck yeah, that worked out. That's that hot new bugle material. Thank God you made it for that. Oh goodness, I guess what else can I work on tonight? I'm not very good at conveying my emotions. I'm not good at letting people know. I'm not very good at with my emotions. I'm not. Maybe some of you all can relate to this. I'm not very good at letting people know I don't want to talk to them. you're doing a wonderful job. But like, I'm not good at letting people know I don't want to talk to them. I'm oftentimes very blunt. I don't mean to be blunt with people, but it just happens. I'm not good at like communicating things to people, which is probably why I always have a dick in my ass. But in any case, like, I'm not really good at communicating these things. And like, I was at a bar the other night. I was at a bar, and I was sitting there drawing at the bar, and a guy came over to me. He was hammered. He was just like, "What are you drawing?" And I was like, it's a lady with a sword. I was drawing a lady with a sword. It was a sword lady. And he was like, "Why are her tits so small?" And I was like, cancer. I didn't want to talk to him. I don't know. I'm not good with people. Also, that was probably the weirdest comment I've ever had about my artwork. I've never had anybody look at something I've drawn and been like, "Will, bud, come on. I can't jerk off to this. Come on, man." Thank you, Boo. I'll draw something for you to jerk off later. Nice. You'll have big old bazongas. Thank Christ, I'm dying. I was just like, wait, use the long pause, Will. That's what it's all about. The crowd breaks. You want to wait for the laughs to fill. Oh, goodness. I'll just get out of here on this last silly bill. I'll do this last still stupid one I've been working on. Oh my goodness, what else I was trying to work on? Oh yeah, I have like a lot of very progressive friends on my Facebook. A lot of very progressive friends on my Facebook. Sometimes they're so progressive it can be very funny, it can backfire on them. Like I had a friend, they were posting about the new Harry Potter series. Apparently they're remaking Harry Potter. My friend was furious. They were like, "How dare they remake Harry Potter? How could you remake Harry Potter? Fuck JFK." And I was like, holy shit, did J.K. Rowling shoot Kennedy too? What the hell? Sorry, I think this J.K. Rowling lady isn't a very nice person. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to leave you all alone. Let's give it up for the J.K. Rowling of Richmond comedy. It's Jacob McFadden, everybody!
Will Minor, everybody. Pointing out the obvious. I am too rich to still be doing this, and yet here I am. Hello, hi, welcome. This is why I couldn't know politicians. How badly does everyone in this room want to walk up to Winsome Sears right now and be like, more like win less. Win less. What a horrible name to go into politics with. Bad luck. Your next comic is the only person in this room more disappointed than me that Winsome Sears did not win the governorship. Your next comic hates to see a sister be let down. Your next comic, it's true, he loves black excellence. Your next comic, a phenomenal comic, a great teacher, and honestly, if Winsome had hired him, she could have winned more, right? Everybody, it's Moo Cuzco.
I'm gonna get off on this. Cause he said we got 7 minutes, and just let y'all other comics know it's okay to just leave. Like, when you run out of jokes and shit to say, you can just get the fuck off the stage. I'm just letting you know that. It's cool. Yeah, I hope y'all did vote it. This shit crazy. I voted, but that ain't what I came to talk about. But I got a call from what's his name, Jay Jones people yesterday evening, and they was acting like there was some bipartisan committee, but then they started asking questions like, "Did you hear about the text messages about him shooting?" I was like, "Wait, yeah, I heard about it." I was like, "Is this Jay Jones?" And they was like, "Could we count on you to donate money?" And I'm like, "It's the night before election. What the fuck you need money for now?" The hell. We know you don't need it. I heard them attack ads against you, you political rich kid, you. And that's weird too. How they use being from an affluent family as an attack ad? Y'all heard that shit? I felt kind of like it was that racist a little bit, like political Jay Jones. He political rich kid. They did it like on 8 Mile with Eminem. It was like his real name's Clarence, and Clarence lives at home with both parents, and Clarence's parents has a real good marriage. Damn, why that disqualify him because he got a 2-parent household? Like, that shit crazy. But I would anyway. Everything is confusing. It's messed up. I knew it would have been from the beginning. Cause it ain't even been a whole year and this shit is doomed. Like, but I knew when Musk came out and did that Nazi salute and shit, that pseudo-Nazi salute, and Trump got mad. Y'all know Trump got mad at him for that shit? He was like, hey, no, not yet. Wait till I open up this ballroom. Like, that shit is gonna be an unveiling. Y'all ready for that shit? He said, I know it's a couple of y'all pretending and shit, but this is RVA though, so I like y'all. Like, I like my white people in Richmond. Y'all really actually progressive. Like, I had actually a couple white ladies came to me, was like, hey Moo, if you ever want to go do some political activists, we will circle around you and you can have a protection of white ladies. And I was like, what? That's like, that way, because the police would be scared to put their hands on us. And I was like, bro, I have never heard anything like that. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what I would do if I had a magical circle of protection of white ladies around me. I don't know where I would go. You know what I mean? I don't know who I would approach first. You know what I mean? I think about that shit and I was like, nah, because I don't want to get too close to the president because then somebody might get grabbed by the pussy. That's my fault. So. I said, nah, then I don't want to go too close to Petersburg because then if something happened, they might switch up on me and say I grabbed them, so I don't know. But that's still not what I came to talk about. I came to ask questions. I asked at another mic, and again, because this is one of the most progressive places I know, I figured it'd be a good place to ask. Because my son is 4 years old. Like you said, I'm probably the only other person with kids, and I love my son. You know what I mean? I was taking a nap with him earlier today, and it was just peaceful, and it was quiet, and I was just listening. And then I rolled over and he was like, I was like, oh shit, I was smishing the hell out of him. But I was just looking at him though because I'm raising him different than how I was raised. It's like I'm the first time ever doing gentle parenting, you know what I mean? So he think I'm a bitch, like a whole bitch. Like, you want to get in trouble? He be like, yup. That shit is wild, because and I look at him, and his favorite holiday is Halloween, and he's 4. He's not a fad. Since he was 2, every cartoon he watched, he want to watch the Halloween version of it, and I don't know how to raise a little goth kid, like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm in Richmond. Like, how do you raise a little goth kid? I'm black, you know what I mean? Like I'm first generation non-homophobe, you know what I mean? Like, even my gay uncle homophobic. It's terrible in my family. I'm trying to tell you. So, and I look at my son and I wonder, like, what is he gonna be when he get older? And as I said that, he just crossed his legs and just looked at me, right? And I was like, shit, the way he's sitting, he is gonna either be gay or a billionaire, because them the only people that sit like that, RuPaul and Russell Simmons. I'm trying to tell you. Either way, it's gonna be the first time in my family, you know. Not saying nobody in my family never been gay or rich. It's just whenever we found out, they moved the hell away to Atlanta. Shit is wild. I bought him this little Halloween. I'm sad that Halloween is over because I got to get more material. No, I bought him this little Halloween costume, and I felt good about it because I couldn't get no costume when I was young. You know, my mom type is like, you know, we got McDonald's at home. You know, them type mamas and shit, which is crazy. I got her ass back the other day though. She was like, can you stop at the pharmacy and get my medicine? I legit looked her in the face and said, you got medicine at home. And I took her home, made her a big ass glass of ginger ale, because that's black people medicine. Like, for real, what is it, Canada Dry, that's over the counter. The Seagrams, that's the prescription strength. And then the Fago, that's street shit. Don't take that, you might die. So I made her a big ass ice cold glass of ginger ale. It did nothing for her diabetes, but the point is, I'm glad I can afford to buy my son a costume. That's the point. I tried to wear a costume as an adult. That shit didn't work. I hate it because people just assume I'm whatever celebrity they think I look like. You know what I mean? I bust up in the party like, yeah. They're like, who are you, Ruben Studdard? I got on a whole Batman outfit. Like, goddamn. With the rubber nipples and everything. We thought you was Ruben Studdard playing Batman. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? So I also, one thing I don't like about the holidays is my wife wants to decorate for every holiday. Every holiday we got to take some shit down, put some shit up for Halloween, take some stuff down, put some stuff up for Thanksgiving, take stuff down, put it up for Christmas, take it down, put it up for Juneteenth, take it down, put it up for Pride Month. I'm like, stop, that's enough. It's too tiresome. So now I just got a rainbow colored Santa Claus hat on a black skeleton. We keep that bitch up all year round. That's the plan, man. Look, I'm glad that we got a couple audience. Y'all comedians or y'all actually audience members? Yeah, y'all give it up for audience members. Please don't lean into them because you don't have jokes. They might leave. It's like another 11 comics and shit. And we still trying to get our craft together and tell jokes while this shit is still fucking legal. Because it might be illegal to tell jokes soon. And so that's why I'm promoting my show, Laugh While It's Legal, at the Funny Bone, December 28th. And I want you to buy your tickets now because on December 28th, you ain't gonna have no goddamn money. So, you know, it's 3 days. I don't know, y'all might. I can't judge you. You look like you might have graduated from somewhere. I don't know. Y'all, you went to college? Where you go? VCU. You too? Actually, I went to William and Mary. Yeah, like 3 times. To drop off some weed for my cousin. Long trip. You know what I mean? So anyway, and also, thank you, Sil, for recording. Y'all comics, if y'all don't know, man, y'all can send this man some money and he'll give you a nice little edited copy of your video. It's like sex, though. You don't really want to see that shit. Like, you're never as good as you think you are when you look at this shit background. Like, God damn, I thought I was on there for 20 minutes. Like, nah, you ain't even last through the commercial break, nigga. Oh, so y'all porn stars. Okay, I get it. I'm old, it's different for me. If y'all young, you still enjoy sex, keep enjoying that shit, because it's going to change. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, you say I ain't laughing? That was a depression laugh, you know what I mean? When you young, you still stretch first and say cute things, sex still smell good, you know what I mean? When you get his age, it stink a little bit, you be like, you wipe it up, it smell like pee. Like, when you get my age, honestly, sex is like war. You just want to make it in safely, accomplish the mission, and make it back home to your wife. Right? No, you're not going back home, you piece of shit. That's the least you can do is go back home. Goddamn, listen, these are just jokes. I've been married 4 years, I've never cheated on my wife yet. Because I want my first time to be special, ain't that right, Craig? Oh, look. Alright, I think I did enough for the night. I'm gonna give it up to your host, Jacob McFadden, y'all.
Cuzco! Cuzco's right. Cuzco brought up that gentle parenting shit. It's pernicious. It gets you before you have kids. Gentle parenting is like a new thing for people like Moo and I who got hit with a belt growing up, where we're like, I'm never gonna do that to my kids. Never. And then you fucking tell everyone, including your own parents who hit you with a belt, you're like, I'm never doing that, it's wrong. And then they're like 2 or 3, and you're like, this kid needs to get fucking hit. He's getting hit so fucking bad. But I can't, because then my dad will be right. Oh! And now I just gotta get him through fucking college before I can settle that argument. All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. I'm gonna go home and beat my kids I didn't say with gentle parents. Your next comic, this guy. Wow. His wife. Was that enough? All right, that's what he wanted. He said, just mention my wife. His wife, everybody. He's got a wife. He's married. He's got a wife. It's Mr. James Copeland. Hey, congratulations, Mr. Copeland.
Jacob, you didn't have to bring up that I have a wife in front of company. All right, try not to creep out the audience members, guys. All right. Danny got a brand new haircut. I saw him filling out his brand new little notebook there. First page filled out. Same shitty posture though. You didn't change that. Go to the posture shop for that. Okay. I don't know. I was gonna say something meaner than that, and then I decided posture.
You should have gone meaner.
Okay. I'll do it next time. James, my namesake right here, big ups to you for coming out and, not giving up on learning new hobbies. Looks like you're also not giving up on growing your bangs out. I really appreciate that. Me too, brother. James is just me 50 years in the future. I don't know if you know that. Time machine is leaking. I heard about the Jay Jones thing. Did you actually hear what he said? He said if he was in a room with like Hitler, Stalin, and some other guy, he would shoot the other guy twice. That's just a reference from The Office. And people were like freaking out. Like Moo was wearing an Office T-shirt. That's how fucking common it is. If anything, I think we should have just not voted for him because he's a fucking normie. All right. I don't have any punchlines tonight. These are mostly just thoughts, guys. I hope that's okay. Me and my wife have the same birthday. I should mention that. Some people think that's like a huge like cosmic coincidence, but personally, I just call that being a fraternal twin. It's not. I'm married to someone of a different race. They're not my twin, but. I've been trying to relate to Gen Alpha lately. Are you guys Gen Alpha? No? Millennials? Okay. Me too. I've been trying to relate to Gen Alpha though. Like I went up to him and a couple of kids and I was like, my mortgage rate is 6.7. So a mortgage is something that people used to have before we destroyed the middle class. Don't worry, you get TikTok. It's much better than retiring. Recently, I got in trouble for using the word pussy in a joke. Someone told me that wasn't good to use. So from now on, I don't want to offend anyone. From now on, I'm gonna just use the word slobber pocket. Is that no good? Let me try a couple others. You can be my test group for this. Sausage wallet. Is that better? Worse? Okay. Fur burger. Hair pie.
I don't like hair pie.
No hair pie? Okay. Banana basket. Is that good? Stench trench. What do you think, Silver? Stench trench? No? Axe wound. That's more of a Halloween one. Punched lasagna. I think that's my favorite, but I like Italian sometimes. Guys, I don't think that bit's gonna work. I just want to say a bunch of dirty words in a row. Guys, I heard about this kind of coffee. It's this Indonesian coffee where they feed this wild jungle cat coffee beans, and then the beans pass through the digestive tract, and then they make coffee from the beans, and it's supposed to be like super good. I just want to. Who was the first one to try that? Like, who was the first guy to be like, do you know guys that are like, oh, don't talk to me till I've had my coffee, right? Do you think that guy would try drinking cat shit? You know what I mean? And what did he try before he got to cat shit? Surely you would drink your own piss before cat shit, right? Also, how do you collect the beans for that? They just put a bunch of litter boxes in the forest? A barista walks around with an espresso press? All right, Jordan is the only one making eye contact with me at this point. That's a good sign. I'm more of a tea guy, though, to be honest. I don't really drink coffee. I'm wondering what the equivalent of that for tea would be. Maybe like you marinate the tea in a dog's pussy or something? Alright, maybe not. Do you guys have dogs? Or
Stay away.
male or female? Female? Okay. See, I have a male dog, so, he's gotten wise to the whole tea leaf thing, unfortunately. I picked up a gig recently performing during a marriage proposal. It's not stand-up though; it's a music gig. But I was thinking it'd be a lot funner if it was if it was a stand-up gig. Just like the sun is going down. The guy gets on one knee. It's in a beautiful park. And I just walk up and I'm like, I watch a lot of gay porn. I'm not gay. I just like supporting an industry that's 100% controlled by men. Tough crowd. I'm just talking to like a turkey leg. I don't even have a microphone. Start doing crowd work. How do you two know each other? Engaged? I thought he was gay. Anyway, it is a music gig. I'm playing saxophone while they get engaged. He wanted me to play a couple Taylor Swift songs, so I assume the woman is a neoliberal white woman. I have not looked into it. He wanted me to... Are you guys Taylor Swift fans? No? Okay. I was like, both not Taylor Swift? But a little bit. Do you know the song Champagne Problems? Okay, well, I had to look it up. I didn't know it either. It's a song about rejecting a marriage proposal. Yeah. I think this guy just wants to play life on hard mode. He's just like incepting the idea of rejecting his marriage proposal during it. It's like, I think he would play like Another One Bites the Dust at a funeral. Or Losing My Religion at a bat mitzvah. All right, that's all I got. Thanks, guys. I'm James.
James Copeland, everybody. All right, good response. I don't have high hopes for that engagement ceremony that you've learned a couple songs for. I don't want to brag, but I've been through the whole engagement ceremony thing. It doesn't last a couple songs. It's basically one question, 3 photos, and then she calls her mom. So you're gonna be spending a lot of time talking to a dude in the park. All right. Your next comic and I have not seen each other in a while, and we have beef, and he doesn't know this. The last time I saw your next comic, I was getting my hair cut. And I was keeping my goddamn mouth shut and minding my own fucking business. And then this guy's go, hey Jacob, that guy's funny. That guy runs comedy. He does comedy everywhere. And now I can't get my fucking hair cut without the entire barbershop asking me what I think about recent events, about shit going on in the rap community, which I'm very well informed about. I'm ready to crack wise about that all day. I used to just be a guy that went in and tipped well and didn't have to talk. And now they're always like, what's going on with Little Nas? And I'm like, I don't know who that is. It's probably not even a good example to use of what they're asking me. Thank God he sold his shop. Now I just go talk to him about his granddaughter and how he can't hit kids anymore. You know, stuff that's in my wheelhouse. All right. But anyways, your next comic, aside from outing me, is a good guy. Put your hands together. There's Schuyler Mathis, everybody.
Yeah, I busted them out. It's a late mic. I ain't used to being up this late, but let me tell you, you'll be ready to kill a motherfucker that wake you up before your alarm clock go off, won't you? I made a mistake the other night of telling my son we was going fishing in the morning, and everybody went to bed around 11. Well, the kids did. Me and their mama stayed up for a little extracurricular activity. You know what I'm talking about, Jacob. 15 minutes later, at 11:15, I'm sound asleep. My son come knocking on the door. Dad, I had a wet dream. We still going fishing in the morning? I said, you had a wet dream? You just lay down and went to sleep. You must have started fucking as soon as you closed your damn eyes. That was fast. My wife talking about like father, like son. And I know that wet dream wore him out because when I heard him in the bed, heard him go to bed, he asked Alexa what time it was. He sounded like he was whining. Alexa, time? I'm like, damn, you would have thought this motherfucker had just had sex with Alexa the way he sound. My wife said, I wonder where he'd get that from. Still working on that one. It's got some potential though if I can get it together. Yeah, I've been married now 14 years. Y'all clap it up for that. Let me tell you, sometimes when you're married that long, you catch your spouse doing some shit that blows your mind. I found out the other day my wife been using my clippers to shave her hoo-ha. I'm talking about giving the motherfucker specialty cuts and everything. So I'm gonna give it a ball fade with a flat top this time. And when I caught her, I yelled at her. I said, them the same clippers I cut baby boy hair with. She said, this the same coochie he came out of too. He'll be all right. That one got a little potential too. But I had to learn the hard way, fellas, so let me tell you. What you won't do, the Rose will. All right, fuck it, I'm just gonna go freestyle. I ain't trying this new shit right now. I just wrote this shit earlier. Let me tell you, I'm convinced if you enjoyed White Castle growing up as a kid, you currently eat ass. It ain't no way you pull up to that restaurant and smell them stinking ass burgers and say, yeah, let me get a half a dozen of those booty burgers and a Diet Coke. I took my son to Walmart the other day. First thing we get in there, he go to the frozen section. Fuck that one up too. I'm just fucking up all tonight, guys. All right, we're gonna go with this one. One thing my granddaddy always told me, you don't want the truth from him, don't ask. I was a little boy and I didn't know no better. I said, Grandpa, how you and Grandma meet? He said, you see that barn house over there? I used to have your grandmama face down on the haystack in that motherfucker. But she damn sure was looking for no needle, because I was the one doing all the poking. He said, while we on the subject, I had your great auntie Rhonda in there too. I said, Grandma's sister? He said, yeah, she would have been your mama's mama, but your grandmama had that lockjaw. He said, man, I used to pick up in that 68 Chevelle, man, she just be going to town. When she got finished with me, the damn leather seats was all wet and slick like whale skin. That's why I nicknamed her Moby Ridiculous, because she swallowed me up every time. I said, Grandpa, I'm in the 3rd grade. I did not need to know this. I said, Grandpa, we learned about dare at school today. You ever did drugs? He said, yes and no. I drink whiskey and I smoke reefer. But I did try cocaine one time. He said, man, that shit fucked me up so good I went home and tore your grandma's ass out the frame. That's how your mama got here. So technically, your mama's a coke baby. And that make you a coke grandbaby. I said, Granddaddy, how the hell I'm a coke grandbaby? My mama ain't never did no coke. Have she? He said, no, she ain't never did none, but she damn sure sold it. Sold coke, pussy, hand jobs, all that. I said, Grandpa, I'm 8 years old. I did not need to know about real life like this. Hey, anybody got an auntie or a sister or cousin that's been chasing men their whole lives, but still haven't been married because they too easy? My auntie's 63. Anytime she hears somebody talking about a single retired military man, she immediately, where he at? I'll marry his ass. Shit, I'll fuck him and say I do in the same church. I'm like, Auntie, you don't even know what they look like. She said it don't matter. As long as he got that VA check, he can take that Viagra. I'm gonna get out of here on that one, y'all. Be like that sometime.
Schuyler Mathis, everybody, come on, keep it going for him. I don't have any answer, cause my whole family, every single person is all uncles, all cousins, all men. And then I've had 2 boys, and now I'm having a little girl, and everyone's like, "Oh, we're so excited for you. We were gonna help." And I'm like, "Why? How? What the fuck do you know?" Okay, that wasn't a joke. That's my anxieties coming out, guys. I'm anxious. I've made 3 children, and now I'm gonna have to learn how a vagina works, and I'm really worried about it. Apparently, if you don't wipe the right direction, you can murder them. That's crazy. Just put your genitals on the outside, guys. It works. All right, we're gonna keep this thing moving. Your next comic, she knows all about wiping in the correct direction. I hope. I don't know. But now that I'm a girl dad, I respect women and I assume the best of her. What the hell was her name? Oh yeah, everybody. Put your hands together for Jordan Phipps.
Oh, nah, what's my name? It's really embarrassing when I sing and nobody laughs. How are we doing, guys? I bought a Lego set to play with, and it was of the New York City skyline. There was the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building, and the One World Trade Center, which is what they built after 9/11 happened. And there were a lot of missing pieces to the World Trade Center. I lost all of them. It was also structurally built really bad. I think if you're gonna rebuild something, you need to do it well. Maybe that's just me. At one point, there was a window that was completely missing, and it was towards the top, and I was like, again? Crazy. No, I found it. It was on my floor. I was a little sad because I was like, oh, I was gonna bring this to school, like educational. I work with kids at a school. Trust me with your kids in the future, please. I'm okay. I was gonna bring it to the kids and have to explain to them why a window was missing because they were born after 9/11. They don't know. All they know is 6'7". 6'7". Woo! I don't know how to get them to stop. I thought if I said it, they'd stop it. They didn't. They think it's funny that I'm in on the joke now. So I started barking at them, and they don't say it near me anymore. Would anyone like to volunteer? I want to show you what it's like. Danny, can you say the magic words for me? Do you want to say it again?
6'7".
It didn't work. It's fine. Sometimes when I'm up here, the word open mic is really funny to me because I think of Gary in SpongeBob, and he's just like, meow, meow, meow. That's what I feel like I'm saying. Just meowing and meowing. Who likes pussy? Meow. In both ways. I went as an Among Us crewmate for Halloween. It was really inflatable, and for some reason I picked the flesh-colored one. It's light pink, but everyone kept asking me if I was a big toe. And I mean, that's a pretty cool costume, but no, I was Among Us, guys. And because it was pink, I had these little armholes, and they looked like big old juicy pink labias. It was rough. I'm gonna air out the elephant in the room. I'm wearing a Buc-ee's shirt. Listen. I don't like Buc-ee's. When I did go, it wasn't like a planned event. I saw a bunch of bulletin boards, great advertising, and I was like, gonna go see what the hubbub's about, you know? The line was so long, full of cars. It took me an hour to get in the parking lot, and the parking lot was like Gotham City. There was no organization. People were hollering, hooting, and I don't know, perhaps fucking. And I go in there, I park, and I'm dodging cars, trying not to get hit, hoping that I'll find the slightest amount of solace in this stupid-ass store. So I walk in, and I hear, "Welcome to Buc-ee's!" Are you fucking kidding me? So overstimulating. People are like little cockroaches. There were little trains of people holding hands. It was ridiculous. I hated it. And like, there's no way I'm going in there and not getting evidence. Like, come on, guys. Fuck this stupid ass gerbil. I hate him. He's a beaver and a piece of shit. What else? New York. Oh, it's National School Psychologist Week. If you don't know a school psychologist, I'm one of those. Please check on us because one of us might have had a crush ghost them on Halloween. Ooh, spooky. And I was like, say it ain't so. This isn't true. I looked at him, I found him on Facebook, and everyone was like, oh, he ghosted me too. And I was like, great. He was really tall. We would have had normal-sized babies. I love it when people say, put your hands together to clap. I want everyone to just like put your hands together and clap one time. Okay, let's practice one more time. 1, 2, 3. Put your hands together for Jordan Phipps. That's how it should be. I'm working on all new stuff. I haven't been feeling super inspired recently. It's been cold, I've been sleepy. 6, 7, Gary, meow, meow, what else? Okay, I do like pussy. Thank you. I like the ladies and I like the men. I'm not really great at flirting with women. I talked to a girl and I was like, come here often. Girls don't come, am I right? That's what they want us to think. I've got my, never mind. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I can't flirt with them. Come here often. Girls don't come. I flirt like a 12-year-old boy, to be honest. Like, I'll flick the bra strap, and they don't like that. Owie. One time, a girl was, like, flirting with me and did this, so I gave her a wet willy. She didn't like it. That's been my time. I'm Jordan Phipps. Give it up for Jacob McFadden.
Jordan Phipps, everybody. Jordan Phipps. This is true. I taught my 3-year-old how to snap my wife's bra strap. And she doesn't like it, but it is objectively fucking hilarious to watch a 3-year-old just walk up and snap a 36-year-old woman's bra strap. Because she can't hit him. She can't really do anything except be like, oh, stop it. Which is how she used to react when we first started dating. Jordan, think of your story about Buc-ee's. As a father of small children, you're always looking for something to do. And the other day, my wife was like, we should go check out that Buc-ee's. I'm like, I'm not driving 2 hours to a fucking gas station for something to do. And she's like, we could go to Hanover Vegetable Farm again. I was like, I will drive 2 hours to a gas station to find something to fucking do. And now I won't. Are you really a school psychologist? God bless you. You know, when I was in school, I went to a school psychologist once, and they were like, here's an outside referral. And so, I don't know what you guys do in that small office all day, but I hope you enjoy it. All right. I was trying to buy time, because your next comic loves time. In fact, your next comic has officially put in a whole year of doing comedy, and he's having his comedy birthday Thursday, January 29th. It's a show at 7. Cuzco, objectively the funniest person who's ever performed here, will be hosting that show. So everybody put your hands together for Craig Worthy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Black American portion of the show. After I'm done, that's it. No more black people. Not even some black lady, whoever lost, I don't know. But yes, I am having a comedy show January 29th. Is that upside down? Yes, it is. January 29th, everybody should come out and see the shit. For everybody that knows me, y'all probably heard this joke a billion times, but since we have 2 newcomers, I'm from Detroit. I'm pretty sure all of you heard this joke. Y'all know the punchline. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. If y'all don't know anything about Detroit, Michigan is the only place where somebody could be sitting on the porch and the porch has no house behind it. Yeah, you can laugh it up. Come on. They heard it a million times. Anyway. I did that one for y'all, just in case, you know. Just for you, because they've heard it. So it kills every time, but not for people that heard it a billion times. Chivalry. Is it dead or not? Is chivalry dead, ladies? Kinda? Is it? Listen, chivalry is not dead. Chivalry is not dead. You just gotta follow a few rules. Rule number 1, never hit a woman. Rule number 2, never argue with a woman. Not because she's right, it's just a good way to fuck up rule number 1. Rule number 3, hold the door open for a lady. Rule number 4, hold the car door passenger seat open for the lady. These women are passenger princesses. And let's just be honest, it's a good way to keep them off the road. Some of these women drive like Jesus already told them they're not making it into heaven. Speaking of driving, I drive Uber, and I'm tired of driving Uber, so I'm hoping that this comedy thing works out, because I'm tired of getting hit on my Uber rides. Tired of them saying, ooh, what's your sign? Or come inside and have a drink with us. One time they said I looked a little bit tired, like, you seem a little tired, come upstairs and take a nap with us. And you know what? It wouldn't sound half bad if it was coming from the ladies and not exclusively from these dudes. I did start driving Uber in Atlanta, just so you know. Just so you know where the jokes came from. But I'm not gay, so I'm not going in somebody's bed. But I'm also not homophobic, so I do enjoy free drinks and compliments, just so you know. Women are afraid of jogging at night. And women shouldn't be afraid of jogging at night. I think they should be safe, but let's just be honest. Jogging 3 o'clock in the morning is not safe for anybody. A guy in Texas was jogging 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was raped by 13 women. Now, I want you to understand something. There's a lot of dudes charging their Fitbits at 3 o'clock in the morning now, because male joggers are up 67% in Texas. Just saying. It has potential, y'all get it. All right, anyway. I love women. I'm pretty sure women love masculine men that can work with their hands. You know? Men that can work with their hands and do masculine things like fix a fence. You know? And women and men, we like women to just be women and do things like run over fences that we just finished building. And then ask, where did that fence come from? How long has it been there? It's been there since I fucking fixed it. That's how long it's been there. I don't care, it has potential too, I'll keep it. Now, there was a situation that happened a couple of months ago, and I didn't too much talk about it because I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want anybody to worry about it. But I did have a little scare earlier this year where I almost died. I was in the hospital. And this joke is dedicated to making sure you guys go get checked out. I was diabetic, did not know it, did not get checked. And the last place you want to find out that you're diabetic is heading to the hospital. I think you're supposed to be like 75 to 180 or something like that. I was like a 1200. And I went into a diabetic coma, and I went into, well, I didn't know this was going to be that hard. I went into a coma, and when I woke up, they said, Mr. Worthy, glad to see that you're awake. You were so dehydrated and malnourished that we couldn't find your vein for like 30 minutes. And it was hard to hear. And the thing that made it hard for me to understand what was going on was my dick was out. And it was the softest that has ever been my entire life. It was so soft that I had to kick these nurses out the room, tell them to come back in about 5 minutes when I was a little bit more impressive. This was embarrassing. Please get out this room. But even after that, I started hitting the gym, started going back to the gym. almost losing your life is real motivating. But then I heard some words of encouragement while I was in the gym, and it was from one of my friends, and he said, you need to get back in the gym. And we was in the gym, and he said to me, if one man can hold you down, two men can hold you down and molest you. So hit these weights, motherfucker. Let's get it. I like that one too. Hey, y'all can laugh a little bit more louder. I mean, I see you giggling. Oh yes, I see you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I don't complain about anything no more. Anything. I get to work. I don't even complain about anything. One guy had the nerve to complain to me about potholes. I'm like, man, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Our potholes got potholes. Our potholes so big you can live in them. One bed, one bath potholes. I didn't do the Tracy Morgan part, did I? I can skip it. It's all good. Do it next time. But I will, that's my closer, but I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of encouragement. And one thing I do want to say before I get off the stage is never give up on your dreams. Prove the doubters wrong, because if you stop doing this, then you prove them right. So you keep going, doing what y'all do, and they'll regret ever doubting you. And that's the same way I feel about beating my meat. Because if they come in the room with you and you stop, well, that's embarrassing. But if you look them in the eye and you keep going, they got to rethink everything they ever thought about you. Keep following your dreams. My name is Craig Worthy. Thank you, Jacob McFadden.
Craig Worthy, everybody. He survived. Craig Worthy, everybody. That was hard, because you never expect a black man to come up and talk about having diabetes. I'm sorry. Craig, that's a hard thing to do. For a while, I was doing this when I had cancer, and I would always bring it up, and people would be like, well, this isn't fun anymore. And I'd be like, well, I could die tomorrow, so maybe you should let it be fun. Maybe just for my sake, in case I'm not here next week, you should laugh a little and have some fun with it. You know what the worst part is? At some point, some people were like, hey, we should do like a benefit for you to help raise money for cancer treatment. And I was like, no, because if I live, then I'm going to feel really guilty about taking the money. I ought to feel like it could have gone to someone who is dead, Or you. Do you want cancer money? I mean, technically, I'm a survivor. It's, me and, I guess Craig. Craig survived. He lost most of his penis, but he survived. I had cancer, so my penis is fine. I have several children. I mean, Craig has a shriveled worm, but it's fine. Let's move on. Your next comic coming to the stage, this guy. Ladies, I don't want you to be blown away by the raw sexual charisma of your next performer. If I knew he was coming tonight, I would have got you 2 big plastic sheets like a Gallagher show. Speaking of Gallagher, your next comic looks a bit like Gallagher, except he's still alive. Everybody put your hands together for James Proffitt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, this is my 73rd birthday today. Yay! And I came here tonight. What a life. So the day was very interesting. Met my friends and my lady friend at Cracker Barrel. Went back to her place. Oh boy, what a birthday present I got from her. Woo! I was there one day in her apartment. I hid her inhalers. And she was yelling, give it to me, give it to me. Boy, those people thought I was a stud. One year, my wife wanted me to give her something for her birthday. She wanted something that went from 0 to 250. I gave her a bath scale. There ain't many comedians here tonight. All of them left. Thanks for y'all coming. Jacob was talking about cremation. You ever thought about if you had the cremation plan and you burned up, do you get half your money back? Also, he was talking about Amazon, James Bond. Well, my name is James Proffitt, so you can call me Proffitt, James Proffitt. Well, about 20 years ago, me and another friend of mine was at a bar. And we were getting a little tipsy, and he started looking. He said, look at those two guys around on the other side. We're going to look like that in 20 years? I looked at him, I said, you dummy, that's a mirror. Well, ladies, well, three of them here. I know y'all can hear me downstairs. This stud here is offering a Thanksgiving package. If you want me to come to your house for $75 silver plan, I'll come for 2 hours for dinner, small talk, and tell a little bit about myself. For $150, 3 hours dinner, I'll talk more about myself and what I do for a living, and I'll call you Daddy Pops. For the platinum plan, $350, all day dinner. I'll tell everything about myself. I'll tell her something that I'll kiss her mom and tell her everything good, and I enjoy football. That's it for tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
James Proffitt, everybody. Get on for James Proffitt. Can you believe that a man in his 70s came up here and didn't also jump on the I have a chronic disease that could kill me train? That's wild. That is wild. All right, we're going to keep this thing going. We're down to our final two comics of the evening. Your next comic, everyone knows him. He's got a brand new haircut. It's a sensation. The whole city's talking about it. Everyone loves it. A real heavy hitter, not from muscle mass. It's mostly downward momentum. Everybody put your hands together for Danny 2-Ton McCabe.
Two tens of PSI in that handshake, I'll tell you what. Everybody give it up for James. Happy birthday, James. I love that little to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James. I fuck with your shirt, bro. Happy birthday to you. No, I love you telling about that. You had so much joy in your eyes. He was like, oh boy, what a birthday present. She take her teeth out, man? Hell yeah. I know at that age, it's like, yeah, man, last night I dislocated her hip. But I feel like in your community, it's like, yeah, well, that just happens, you know? Oh, shit. Moo mentioned having a posse of white women following you around, protecting you. That's kind of the dream for me, but not like the, Karen white women. I just want like a bunch of like goth girls who have piercings where their eyebrows once were following me around, protecting me from everything. It's like, he said no tomato on his Baconator. My God, every Wendy's would fear me. They already do. Winsome lost. Winsome Earl Sears lost. I know we heard about that. I think it's good. I think it's good. Now she can finally pursue her what she should really be doing, which is like being a professional actor. I am speaking! I am speaking! I mean, it takes a theater kid to know theater kid energy, and holy shit. She could win some leading roles, I'll tell you that much, guys. But honestly, I am worried about her because I feel like not everything's all right up there with her, man. I think, I really hope that she doesn't hit like a hard line after all this. Like, I don't want to see her on the streets of Richmond in a few months being like, I am tweaking! I am tweaking! Okay, we don't like the drug jokes. Cool. Awesome, all right. Do you think animals have a concept of religion? I sure do. I'll tell you that much. At the LA Zoo, right? The LA Zoo, they have one of the most successful colonies of chimpanzees in captivity, right? It's got like 25 to like 50 members. They create like an artificial community, and they once had this leader who was named like Gary or some shit, and you know, he was so successful as a chimp leader, right? As like an alpha of these chimps, that the zookeepers were like, you know what? We're gonna go corporate on him. We're gonna take him away and we're gonna send him to another zoo to see if he can do some management work on our chimp team there. And the chimps, they didn't know what was going on. They got removed, he got sedated, he got moved away. They all thought he died. So they started building shrines in their enclosure to Gary the chimpanzee. So they brought him over, they realized that he wasn't getting along with the other chimps at the other zoo, so they brought him back. And then these chimps had the same reaction that like what I think people had like, you know, at the start of Christianity, like, oh, fuck, dude. Like, you know, it's like, he's one of us. Like, could you imagine them making crosses out of bananas and like pinning them on their like shoulders there? I don't know. I think that's a really cool concept. We're still gonna keep working on that. You guys ever get a text from random numbers? Right? We all get texts from random numbers all the time. Yeah, they ever been a real person? Okay, yeah. I had one who was a real person recently. She, this lady texts me, she goes, hey, can I ask you a favor? And I was like, who is this? And she goes, oh, well, you don't know me. And I was like, already off to a great start. And she's like, I'm feeling kind of down. I just went to my ex's wedding, and I am really looking for some coping mechanisms to turn me around. It's like, little does this lady know, she just texted a struggling stand-up comic, all right? So by all means, am I going to be trying to be funny? And I'm just like, well, you know, she's like, do you have any coping mechanisms? And I was like, well, normally I just keep the gun in my mouth and let fate decide. She goes, that's not funny. And I said, you're damn right it's not funny. It's a coping mechanism. Cool. But you know, there's lots of good reasons not to kill yourself. However, if I do die this year, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Not for any reasons. Like I just turned 27 this summer, right? And I think it'd be really cool if I ended up in the 27 Club. You guys familiar with the 27 Club? Okay, there's like a bunch of musicians, right? So they think like Janis Joplin, like Jimi Hendrix, even Kurt Cobain's in it. They all died at 27. It's like a weird coincidence, right? I want to be a part of that club. You know why? Not for like any weird reasons. I just want my face on shirts at Hot Topic. Pretty reasonable, right? Yeah, like I want teenagers to buy shirts with my face on it, just so like 40-year-old dudes can come up to them and be like, you don't know Danny McCabe. Name 4 of his jokes. What was his cat's name? You were just a twinkle in your dad's eye when I was at Home Sweet Home watching him bomb his dick off. For the purpose of this joke, it takes place in like 2040, so cool. Fuck yeah. You guys familiar with edible arrangements? Yeah. The fruit basket company, yeah. I saw a commercial for edible arrangements not too long ago that kind of fucking weird as shit. So it's this couple, right? It's this married couple. They take a 23andMe test and they find out that they shared the same great-grandfather, right? Which would make them related. And like, that's the commercial. That's it. It's just like, oh, we found out we're related. We should buy a warm melon basket for each other. But my question is, how is accidental incestuous couples that large of a marketable group? You know, think about it. I mean, there's got to be some issues here. Because like, edible arrangements, I don't know. They're kind of weird to me because like, they want to market off of this, but then like their biggest, you know, seller day is Mother's Day? I mean, that's Oedipal arrangements at that point, right? You know? But hey, their fruit's all good. They don't use a drop of incesticide. No GMOs either. Oh, fuck. All right. Let's see, what to end on. Okay, I'll end on 2 quick ones here. You guys got any, know anyone with any stupid fears out there? Yeah? What, you got one? Mannequins? Okay, that's fair. That's like uncanny valley type shit. Do you know what my dad's afraid of? Frogs. You don't like frogs? How the fuck do you not like frogs? What's a frog gonna do to you?
They jump like sporadically.
Okay. Are you afraid of that? Like, come on.
Freaky, don't do that.
No chilling at my pad, I tell you that much. Fucking. But yeah, I was like, Dad, why do you fear frogs? And he was just like, well, I had a dream when I was younger that a frog, a big frog, came over and hopped over and he bit my dick off. And ever since then, I don't fuck with frogs. I go, well, Dad, that's dumb because I had a dream about Rihanna biting my dick off. And I don't fear her. I mean, nah, come on, you know? Call me rude boy for that one. Shit, I don't give a fuck. But, you know, I'm no hit with the ladies. I don't catch these cues. It's been happening too much recently. It even pisses off my friends. Like, I had this one girl, she was all over me not too long ago. I, like, matched with her on Tinder. Went over to her place. I thought we were actually gonna watch some new Netflix series. You know, I was down for a binge. You know, I get in there, I didn't even get to look around. She throws me down on the couch. She gets on top of me. She whispers in my ear. She goes, I'm gonna call you Daddy. I go, it's Danny. Daddy is my father, and he's afraid of frogs. All right, guys, my name's been Danny McCabe. Thank y'all so much.
Danny McCabe, everybody. Give it up for Danny McCabe. I want to apologize for Danny McCabe. Abigail Spanberger one. You can't call them fruit baskets anymore. You know what's fucked up about me being a dad is I watched Danny do that jump twice, and all of me wanted to be like, laying on the tips of your feet, there are people downstairs. You can't do that. It's rude to the neighbors. Okay. Also, one time we had Tyler Bauer up here, and he hit the microphone into the ground so many times that it knocked a bottle off the shelf, and I had to pay for it. And I'm still mad about it. All right, we're down to our last comic evening, everybody. Your next comic. What a ball of energy. What a lot of fun. This guy was late getting here, but he's worth staying for. He was busy. He was out campaigning for Lieutenant Governor Hashmi, everybody. Put your hands together for Bryce Thompson.
Yeah, come on, Bryce. Bring it home, baby.
What is up, pimps? Yeah, we're at the final end. And we have all the energy of a Bill Cosby date. It's great. Love being at home, sweet home. It's the only place I've ever seen an air conditioner with a face tattoo. Holy shit. You know, we got a small room tonight, so I'm not really gonna push too much on my notes. I'm not really just gonna like focus on being better. I'm just gonna have a fun time, and I'm gonna talk about things that interest me. I'm not gonna go on a rant or anything, but I will say I do love history, and I fucking hated the presidential assassination attempt because he reacted very wrong. I think he reacted like a bitch. People surrounded him, and he'd hold up his hand, and he just raised like it was okay. Have you ever heard of a man called Andrew Jackson? Andrew Jackson was the president in the early years who was known to be the boogeyman of the White House. He looked like a human corpse ready to go. And he got an attempt assassination about where you're standing, and the guy missed. And Andrew Jackson's fucking response was to walk closer to that guy where the assassinator shot him again, missed even more, and Andrew Jackson beat the shit out of him with his bare hands. That's America I want. But you say, oh, but they missed a shot. You ever heard of a president called Theodore Roosevelt? Theodore Roosevelt was shot mid-speech in the lung and kept going for 20 fucking minutes. I can barely bomb and continue for 5. We've had some interesting comics. You've all seen them. We had, of course, Jimmy Neutron, all grown up. Happy to see you here. We also had Will Minor. And Will Minor reminds me of what Skeletor looked like before he became a corpse. I can't listen to his sets with going, "I'll get you, He-Man! Me and my ass!" So I got very interested in butts. I'm interested in butts too. I like porn. I'm upset it's missing. But I kind of want to be a porn star too. Not because I'm sexy. I'm not sexy. I don't like sex. I just want to make some wild shit. Like I want to be in a porn and put googly eyes on my penis and give it a little top hat and make it sing in the camera. Just la da 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 da. I want to come inside of the woman during sex and go, "Fire in the hole!" That had a good response. Also, Danny, you had a good response about biting the penis during a blowjob because the lady says, "Not the dick," like she had a relapse right there. She took suck on this wood literally. Bit that shit like a beaver at Buc-ee's. Also, Wawa is better. I'm going to just say that right out the bat. You know, the end of the year is coming. It is November. It has me thinking a lot with the year coming to an end about the entire year. This year was kind of wild because I actually, I saw a girl, I dated a girl, got intimate with a girl who had a back tattoo, which sounds sexy, but she had a back tattoo of her recently deceased father. And when we got home, all she wanted was doggy style. You know how awkward that shit is? Trying to go hot and heavy and have to keep making contact to her dad. It's like he calls me daddy now. I went through a breakup this year, like I did last year. This one's a little bit more calmer. In fact, there wasn't a big fight in the end, but I can't give it to the one last year because I wasn't a good boyfriend. I'm not a good boyfriend in general. One night she called me crying, and she goes, "Bryce, I feel ugly, I feel fat, and I feel stupid." I go, "Babe, you're not ugly." Apparently that's not the proper response. I'm like, "You're dumb for dating me, number one. Number two, I like plus size women. I like my women like I like my Papa Roach songs with suffocation, no breathing." Tinders and stuff. I'm not well on the Tinders. In fact, I had a girl message me on Tinder a couple years ago, matching with me, messaging me, and says I look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, and unmatched me. I had a conversation earlier with a girl. It was going nowhere. It was all boring. And for some odd reason, I asked, "Hey, do you think the Lincoln that JFK got shot in was also the same Lincoln he got blown by Marilyn Monroe in?" Imagine getting two kind of heads in the same car. There was actually one girl this year that I matched with on Tinder and tried to get on a date with. It didn't go well. Because she messaged me and she said, "Hey, do you like trains?" Now I'm autistic. I think it means train, chick, chick, woo, woo, clearly. And I said, "Yes." She goes, "Would you like to ride a train with me and my friends?" I said, "Yes, that sounds fun." And then I pulled up to her house, and there were 4 half-naked men, and there's my dumbass in a conductor outfit. I think I should have stayed in character. Should have been like, "All aboard, whoop whoop." It's like, baby, I came to ride Thomas the Train, not that Thomas the Train. That is Thomas the Tank Engine named Phil. But I am employed even though I got crackhead energy. Please, for the love of God, don't give me a job application after this. Someone once gave me the job application to Walmart. That's like the adult way to go tell someone to go fuck themselves. But I got so desperate, I applied left and right. I applied to Waffle House. I don't know if y'all two ever seen the Waffle House application. Question number 1, it asks, can you fight? If you circle no, it takes you to the IHOP application and calls you a bitch. Like, I'm just trying to serve waffles. And it asks you if you're employed. Like, let's check the no-backs for that one. What shit job are you leaving to go work at Waffle House? It's like, right now I work at Denny's, but I'm trying to rise up in the breakfast game. I celebrated Halloween. I don't know if y'all had a good Halloween. I had an interesting thing. It's not funny. I just wanted to talk about something weird that happened. I went to Babes in Carytown. Don't ooh that shit. I'm an ally. I'm gay. I'm bi. Whatever. But when I was sitting next to a woman trying to order a drink, and she keeps staring at me. And then finally she looks at me and she goes, I want to thank you for being respectful. And just goes back to it. Now I'm confused. Now I'm thinking I did something wrong. So I was like, did I do something wrong? She goes, no, just guys that look like you are very disrespectful to women like me. And I'm slightly offended. I'm gonna cry, I'm heartbroken, and then I go look in the mirror and realize what the fuck I'm dealing with. Still don't know how to process that shit. But now the name has been Bryce T. Thank you for your time and enjoy life where you can. You only got so much left.
All right, everybody, that was Bryce T. Give it up for him. He's gay, he's bi. If he had an extra 3 minutes, he might have been straight. Who knows? He was really backpedaling on that claim of being gay real fast, was he? I'm gay, I'm bi. I have a girlfriend, though. I do currently have a girlfriend. I'm gay, I have a girlfriend, though. Right now, and my last one was a girlfriend, and also before that was a girlfriend. But I liked gym class in middle school. So, I'm an ally. Line break, hyphen, Bryce Thompson. All right. Hey, everybody, this has been Comedy from Home Sweet Home. Happy election night. What a night. We all made it through. Silver's going to leave here and go record a victory parade down by the governor's mansion. Thank you very much for coming out. Good night. Goodbye.